This How to Win Zed Run Races edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Shady Rays. Go to ShadyRays.com and use code SGPN for 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses. We're also brought to you by the Golf Gambling Podcast Tailor-Made Driver Giveaway. Head over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/driver to enter today before the big drawing on April 8th. We're also brought to you by Baseball Money is Fake, our fantasy baseball podcast. Join Blake and Ryan 3 times a week and get all the player breakdowns and statistical data you need to dominate.
Cox.
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
Welcome, everyone, to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
We have arrived, Sean. I mean, I got to be honest, taking us all the way back to the days where I used to pick up Bowser. not to step on your bringing on of the guest,
yes.
But when I used to pick up Bowser to go to your house, a.k.a. our original studio, to watch football. We have arrived.
We have arrived.
Digital horses are on the screen behind us.
And the SGPN Stable Master, a Zed Run insider, and the host of the Zed Run Gambling Podcast, Mr. Scott Bowser. What's happening, Bowser?
What's up, fellas? I am pumped for this. This is like, I never would have imagined in a million years that I was the guy that was going to help put Zed Run on the strip. This is
Yes.
fun. This is fun.
Well, if you said you were going to be involved at the ripe, how old are you? 42?
44.
40. All right, you look like you're 42.
Thanks, buddy.
At the ripe age of 44, you would be spearheading a new form of horse racing. That makes sense to me.
That makes a lot of sense.
I have celebrated your birthday at a horse racing track before.
Yeah. And we all won big on a long shot in the final races of the day, if you guys recall.
Of course. I remember
I'll be honest,
everyone.
I don't remember a lot from that Bowser's birthday at the horse track. I had a couple of cocktails there. So, again, I think what we're going to do is we're going to give a brief intro to Zed Run. If you're not familiar with what Zed Run is, just kind of walk people through it. And then we are going to be racing our horses live, youtube.com/sports gambling podcast. It's pretty exciting. So essentially what Zed Run is, if you haven't heard of it, it's NFT essentially, where you get your own digital horse. You can name the horse, and it has a bunch of attributes. Some are faster than others. Some are better at running different distances. They have all these different characteristics. And then, it's all via crypto. So you have a 12-horse race, a 2-horse race, whatever it is. There's a certain distance. And then you put in your entry fee. And if you win your money. So that's kind of the big, broad strokes. Bowser, explain more. What is Zed Run?
It's blockchain horse racing. So, you have...
Hold on, my pleasure centers just got hijacked.
Hijacking your pleasure centers.
I mean, Dr. Phil was right. After like 4 straight days of Circus Stadium swim, my pleasure centers are completely destroyed and been hijacked by Las Vegas.
Can we I'm going to isolate Bowser saying that's going to be the new drop for crypto.
Basically, it's blockchain horse racing.
Well, and so, there's all, okay... And the cool thing about this to me is they don't just lay it out for the people. There's a element of discovery to Zed Run. So there's a lot of third-party analytics sites where you can kind of get a better gauge of what your horses are good at, what they're capable of, and where they belong. And so just kind of to give you a quick breakdown of what's going on and what we're doing here today is that Zed Run used to have Racing 1.0. We're now in the days of Racing 2.0.
Ooh.
And now
this is like XFL 1.0 versus XFL
exactly.
2.0, Sean.
We got the Rock involved now.
Okay. Right.
So we got 2.0. But what 2.0 basically is in 1.0, there was the ability for horses to move around classes pretty freely. And what happened there is horses that had an extreme distance preference, if you have an extreme sprint preference, then you have an extreme marathon disadvantage. And so the sharps figured out how to just run that in free races all the way down to the lower levels and then feast on people with horses that should be in the higher levels.
So class meaning like the really good horses were class 5, right?
Yeah, there's 6 classes.
Classes.
The class 1's the best, and then it goes down to class 2 to class 6. And in the races, so what now with Racing 2.0, what it basically is every horse was assigned a level based on its base ability. And you cannot go down in class at all anymore. You can only move up. And you have the option
like
of
the
moving
history
up.
of the world.
In fact, a horse I named after our boy, the Colby D's, the college experience, a horse I own, actually reached the maximum level at its class today. Now I have the option of...
Scratch this from the record. Colby doesn't need to hear this.
Do I
know he's got a new cult following.
Yeah.
He thinks he's a god.
Do I move this horse up a class and struggle at the lower levels, or do I try and compete at the higher levels of this one?
Colby would stay in the FCS forever.
He would,
that answers
Colby,
the questions.
So that answers that question. But so now, Racing 1.0, Racing 2.0, but kind of coincides with Breeding 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0. And so we're in Breeding 3.0 now. And essentially what all this means is...
He's one of those guys who will get penetration.
I thought you were going for the sword drop.
Oh, the sword drop's coming.
Horse sword vitality.
But let's just say, like I use the Zed tool a lot. I think it's valuable for breaking down horses in a real simple format. And that's what I did for this. Is there's 3 main attributes: base ability, distance preference, and then variance or stability. So you could say a horse that has high variance is either like going to finish first or last. Or you could say it has low stability and it's going to be consistent in those zones wherever it's at, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So what's funny about this is, so Sean and I, so Breeding 1.0 was basically base ability was passed down from the parents, and the distance preference and variance were complete lotto shots. So you had horrible horses breeding crazy good ones because they would hit the lottery on the distance preference and or variance kind of thing. Breeding 2.0 got rid of that. And they made it so you can just the parents were directly passing down the traits. Well, the flaw with that was you can kind of stack base ability. So if you have the really good ones, you can go all the way down to the lowest levels and keep stacking the ability. So the lower level ones were actually kind of better than the higher level ones. So what Breeding 3.0
that's not how it works in nature. We all know that.
So
Michael Jordan's kids all suck except for Jimmy Butler.
So Breeding 3.0 has kind of brought us here is the variance and distance are pretty much passed down pretty consistently, and the base ability is kind of a crapshoot. But the base ability, as you grind up through the levels, increases. So you can take one and make it better.
All right, I think we're ready to race some horses. Before we do that, shout out to ShadyRays.com. Head over to ShadyRays.com. Use the promo code SGPN. Get 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized shades. Again, love my Shady Rays. Been rocking them, hanging out by the pool all week. And it's awesome because you bring them out to Vegas. So many things can happen in Vegas. Again, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Maybe it's your sunglasses. You never get those things back. You're like, oh, I love those sunglasses. Love my Shady Rays. What am I going to do? Don't worry. They have you covered. If you break or lose your pair, even on day one, this is an insane policy, especially considering our audience. But they told us they'll send you a brand new pair. No questions asked. Just go to ShadyRays.com. Use promo code SGPN for 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses. So we have how many races to do, Bowser? 5 races?
We have 5 races. And the cool thing about this, so Sean and I each bred a horse specially for this that has not raced before this.
Yes.
So it's brand
Debut
new
horses.
Debut horses. And we each have Genesis horses. I loaned
You guys had sex?
Well, our horses did.
Well, and technically, you were having sex with Sean and me.
Yeah, because you guys are partners.
Yeah.
I get it. It's you have sex with everyone that your partner has had sex with every time they have sex.
That is a disgusting act.
I don't
These
oversee.
people are like, what the heck is going on?
I don't oversee the pleasure center, so that's not my department.
Well, so Sean and I bred these. These guys use Take a Risk. They're Genesis male. Now,
I know Take a Risk.
According to the Zed tool, he's a 54 base ability, -16 DP. The DP works on a -100 to +100 scale. -100 being extreme sprinter, +100 being extreme marathoner. So there's a -16 DP and a 9 on the variance stability scale. So it should be high stability. Like he's not going to go around too much. Leopard Shepherd, the mother, 45 base ability, -20 distance preference, and a 1 on variance stability. Now, I came at you with Texas Tycoon, who's a 44 on base ability, 31 distance preference, 10 on variance stability and variance. In between is the Stallion on that one, 44 base stability, also 50 DP, 18 on the variant stability. So what we have here is a matchup where I might be favored in the marathon, you might be favored in the sprint, but that middle distance race that we're going to run is the decider. So
we're doing different distances.
Yeah, we're running 3 different races. These are going to be head-to-head, 3 different races, a sprint, a marathon, and a middle distance.
And
Like
Bowser convinced me we needed a trophy. So we have a trophy, youtube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast, which whoever wins gets the trophy, although I don't want to fly back with the trophy. So either way, it's going home with Bowser, one way or the other. All right, let's get to it. Let's cue up the first race.
Oh, wow.
Right. So this will be the 1,800 meter of the Legendary Masters.
That's the long race.
Yeah. So Legendary is the breed type. 2 Genesis horses produce a Legendary, and this is Masters weekend. So this race is the Legendary Masters Classic.
Who is the favorite in the long race?
In this 1,800, I'm going to go with your guys' horse.
Take a risk.
Or it's not take. It's
what's the name?
It's his daughter.
What's the daughter name?
Swing Your Sword.
Swing Your Sword, yeah.
In honor of Mike Leach. If we could please pull up the
here we
go.
Here we go, guys. This is
youtube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast.
This is electric. I already remember how fun it is to watch these races. I'm
yeah,
jealous.
and this is
All
head-to-head
right, here we
now.
go.
So here's Swing Your Sword. Well,
Is this the wrong race?
no, but we kind of got an idea of who's winning this thing already. But it's okay. It's okay.
I have no idea still.
Hold It Now, Hit It here is a little higher variant, so this is going to be a lot of fun.
All right, here we go. Swing Your Sword
I love
is
the
out
music.
to a nice little lead, although it's neck and neck.
Now, Hold It Now, Hit It is in my line of I've had better success since I started naming my horses after Beastie Boys songs.
I love the color. So the Take a Risk color stayed with the daughter.
I love this one-on-one matchup.
Yeah, see,
Do you see any ass cream on Bowser's horse, Sean?
No, that's why we're beating its ass right now. We're approaching the 1,200 meter.
Let's go, baby.
We're pulling away. Swing Your Sword in honor of Mike Leach.
now what are we racing in right now? Is this the Elon Musk boring tunnel under the strip here?
This is how you get in a Tesla and go from the convention center to the hotel.
So we started out 1,800 meters. We're closing. Looks like we're about halfway. We're pulling away.
Swing Your Sword appears to be pulling away. This looks like the superior base ability. Oh, Hold It Now, Hit It.
But if you've watched these before, there will be a closing aspect of these horses that is pretty fun.
Well, like in a 12-horse race, if my horse is in the lead with like a few hundred yards left, I'm mad. But if it's near the back there, I'm like, okay, I got a shot because I might boomerang to the front here.
Look at this. Swing Your Sword is just...
Swing Your Sword looks like you might have hit a winner here.
We might be, Kramer, we might be millionaires.
I almost feel like I need to stand up and salute Mike Leach.
We might be the Bob Baffert of digital degeneracy.
Not Bob Baffert, the guy who cheats
We're
better.
at 400 meters left. Yeah, this is a tough one.
no.
Now, the flames here next to the horses mean something, but not in a 2-horse race, and I'll explain that on the next race.
Oh, no.
Oh, look at this thing. Dominate.
No.
Swing Your Sword.
Oh, no.
100 meters left. Come on.
No.
Come on. Hold It Now. Hit it.
Let's go, baby.
Hold It Now. Hit it.
Hold It Now. Hit It is lowering its head, making a charge.
Are we coming down to the... Oh.
No, we won.
We won. Let's go, baby.
Swing Your Sword with the win. You know?
Photo finish my ass.
Yeah, no, that was
comfortable winner.
That was by a few lengths there. Now, how many seconds off the lead was that? So,
One.
There'll be the 1,600 meter or 800 meter family class Legendary Classic.
All right, so we're now 3-0. Look at that.
Yeah, wow. What a nice win.
Bowser, as our stable master, I appreciate you letting us win the first race.
I think I got a good feeling about Swing Your Sword that it might be a decent horse. Bowser, off the top of your head, was that like a good time? Could we, if we're not just competing in this Legends Masters series, head to head, is that something we can go and win some tourneys with?
I think you might have some positivity here. Here's the thing: is we're going to need to look at it now because now that they've ran their first race, you get to see the level that it's been assigned, and the level kind of matters for everything because the level, where you fall on the level is where you're going to be competitive at. So if you fall in like I've had good horses in these early races that fall in a lower level and it just doesn't quite, you're like, crap.
Are you about to burst our bubble?
No, I mean, we're going to look up this level right now. and we're gonna, get a better idea of what we're working with here. So, it still says Discovery. So that hasn't been updated yet.
Oh,
so,
nice. All right, perfect. I don't want my bubble. I don't want to open the box.
yeah.
And kill
So
the
the box
cat.
hasn't been opened yet, but so what we saw there was the flames next to the horses. Now, in a 2-horse race, it doesn't matter, but in every other type of race, the flames kind of project like in a simulation of like 1,000 or so races. The 3 horses that get flames are the 3 horses most likely to finish in the top 3.
All right.
But that doesn't mean you're necessarily going to win.
Yeah.
It could be a horse that's going to consistently finish 3rd in those races.
Every simulation's different.
Yeah. So everything's a little different.
It's in the range of outcomes.
So this next race, I have a pretty good stallion that was not used for this last horse that we saw, but his name's Foxheart, and he's produced so far in breeding 3.0 6 very good of these legendary horses. I decided it'd be fun to put them all together. Let's see which family member is supreme.
Can they race and make babies at the same time?
The
Or do
females
you
can.
have to take a break? You got to take a break.
You got to take a quick
Well,
breather.
I mean, the men are obvious.
Well, yes, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we are going to watch the 1800 Family Classic. And take real quick, shout out to the tech team here at the Blue Wire Studios. Getting these Zed Run races loaded up, getting them looking good. Not an easy task, and the tech crew's certainly earning their money here on a Friday night.
You're saying they don't do digital horse racing every week?
I have to imagine we might be one of the few.
First time ever in the win, for sure.
And the horses look amazing on screen. All right,
and so just to finish my point, as the next race loads, so if you are mating them, they can still be racing. There's no limitation there.
When the male is in the stud barn, he can't race until his stud duties are over.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense because his levels would be down.
But the female can immediately get back out there after getting that womb torn out. So
I don't know. Yeah, that seems not real. Dude busts a nut, he can't race, but the woman's popping out little ones. What are we doing here? This is not very progressive.
Yeah, no,
they need some time off and paid time off, Bowser.
Hey, look, I'm all for the matriarchy as much as the next guy, but
all right. Here
all
we
right,
go.
And even the loading screen is pretty fun to
Wait, I'm not going to look just in case. Bowser seemed to think he saw the future last time.
No, but this family class, I have no idea what's going on in this one. I kind of saw the future on what happened with our horses and like.
All right.
Oh, I see. Because I understand what you're saying now.
No,
so now we have the Legendary Masters 1200 meter.
It should be the. Well, that's fine. Let's yeah.
We'll run this one again.
This isn't again.
This is a different one.
Middle distance.
This is the sprint now.
Oh, the sprint?
Yeah.
Swing Your Sword is batter.
I would definitely favor Swing Your Sword in this one because it's got that negative DP preference. Should help it in a 1200.
Is our horse just going to keep dominating your horse, Bowser?
It might, yeah. Because I mean, looking at the breakdown of the parents' base ability, it's got a clear edge in base ability.
Hold It Now, Hit It, though. We're almost halfway through, and Hold It Now, Hit It is starting to pull away. Almost a full horse length here.
Such a great name.
Hold It Now, Hit It. Holding strong as we enter 500 meters out.
Is it possible we're like the...
Come on, Swing Your Sword. Let's go.
Sean, I think we'll...
Here it comes. Here it comes. Come on. Swing that sword!
Come on, hold it now.
Swing that sword!
Hold it
Swing
now.
that sword! Let's go, baby! Come on!
Swing Your Sword, closing speed on this one.
Just sit down, Bowser.
Let's go! Swing your sword!
You brought a paper airplane to a
yeah,
fucking
no,
sword.
And you know what? I'm reading
Swing
a
your
combo
sword
tomorrow.
with a dominating, I don't want to say victory, because, oh no, Hold It Now, Hit
Hold It Now, Hit It,
Lower his head! Photo finish!
Swing Your Sword.
Finish, but Swing Your Sword.
Well, you've taken 2 out of 3 already now. Like,
wow. And
I think this shows that base ability really does matter in this breeding 3.0. Like the horse with the higher base ability versus the horse with the higher DP and variance. It's working out, but it's also a small sample size.
Sean,
I feel alive right now.
If you've ever seen the what Michael and Marcus's Vic parents look like, not athletic creatures, we may have created Michael Vick of horses.
I mean,
by mating with Bowser.
I don't know where you are with religion, Ryan, but the idea, if there was one former football coach that would inhabit a digital racehorse to help bring us joy, it might be Mike Leach.
Well,
he's a big animal guy.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're a Buddhist, could you be reincarnated as a digital racehorse?
I'd assume so. I mean, I guess a soul is a soul, Sean.
There you go.
No,
I like that.
So, with what's going on in these, I like seeing these results because I own the mother of Swing Your Sword. So,
it's
this is
very
a combo we
incestuous.
can go back to, and
we might have found a pretty sweet combination.
We might have
Should we
found.
maybe be saying you provide shelter for the mother, not own?
No, I own that bitch.
I don't know, Ryan.
I'm just making sure we're on the up.
You
and
know what
up.
her percentage is? 0.
Hey, you know what? We'll take a quick break here, talk about our good buddies. I mean, we've been swinging our sword here with Swing Your Sword. If you want to swing your sword in the bedroom, highly recommend Sword Vitality. That's right. Again, 40% of men are affected by impotence by age 40. Are you kidding me? 70% of men are affected by age 70. I'm doing the math. That's probably 90% of our listeners right now. Nothing to be ashamed of. You don't have to get those pills at the gas station. Again, you already do the manscaping. Why not take care of the plumbing? Sword Vitality increases blood flow in ways that help you thrive as a man in the bedroom. Again, you can't do battle with a soft sword. That's why you have to unsheath your sword over at swordvitality.com and use promo code SGPN for a nice discount at checkout. That's swordvitality.com, promo code SGPN.
Have you ever bought a dick pill at the gas station?
Gas station, no. I mean, wait, what is Spanish fly?
Gas station dick pill is a good name for a Zed horse.
Yes, although they do. When you name your horse, they're like, this has to be not something crude or like hateful. So
No, I got it. Gas station male enhancement.
Yeah.
or just say gas station blue pill, or just say blue pill and say it's a Matrix reference.
Speaking of which, Sean and I saw a guy.
Oh my God.
I saw a guy last night that I'm not sure which pill he took, but it was definitely a blue or a red one. Unclear.
He took the purple pill.
He looked like he was Morpheus with he was Nicolas Cage and Morpheus merged.
The mullet that we saw, and it was kind of terrifying because we had just finished up our late night spot at VSiN. We're getting out of there at like 11 o'clock or something, and there's a guy just sitting there just staring off into the distance with this amazing mullet. I take a photo immediately of the mullet. The guy's wearing sunglasses indoors, just sitting at a slot machine, staring off into the distance. Probably thinking of past drifters he's killed or something. It was just like, all right, not gonna mess with that.
And
guy.
real quick, should we crowbar in the snorkel story real quick?
Oh yeah.
All right, so obviously we've been out here doing shows at Stadium Swim all week. Good time, great time, hanging out with all the pretty ladies and men of Las Vegas. A lot of lifeguards. Really something that stands out about Stadium Swim. There's not a deeper.
Can't go 20 feet without hitting a lifeguard.
I think it's 2'6" at its deepest. All right, so we're like, obviously, I'm going to bring the snorkel. We're going to get some hilarious shots of me snorkeling because Colby and his people find it funny. I get in the pool with the snorkel. Josh is taking some shots of me. They know we're there to do a podcast and create content. And this security guard comes over and starts telling me, like, no, that's illegal.
No, they're like, get out of the pool. They were ready to like run Ryan off because he had a snorkel. And the way that Kramer angrily took the snorkel off and threw it into the cabana, he's like,
freedom!
I can't snorkel. And then we had if you guys missed the show, we had Derek on earlier today. Go back and listen to that episode. It was a lot of fun.
I did throw this. I don't get angry very often.
No,
but
Ryan was enraged. Let him
Bowser,
snorkel.
you know me.
Let him snorkel.
Very rarely do I get worked up.
No.
And I was fired up earlier.
No, it's very funny when Kramer gets worked up.
And we told Derek, Kramer goes to him, hey, when you see on the security report for Stadium Swim, there was a man attempting to snorkel. That man was me. It's still unclear why you can't snorkel. I guess it just creeps people out.
Yeah.
I don't really know why you can't snorkel.
They go, it came from the top.
I'm just, the funniest thing to me was that they've already had snorkeling discussions. Like, we're doing it as a joke, but I mean, someone was seriously trying to snorkel in this 2-foot deep pool. No idea what's going on there. All right, let's get back to the races.
I can give you a positive update here on our boy your gal, Swing Your Sword. You guys did hit the luck of the draw on the leveling. It hit a Evo of 5, which it's basically at 495, which nerd translation.
Oh, I like this. Bowser's excited. He's wagging his tail.
Bowser's
like
become a nerd, Ryan.
Yeah.
I never saw this coming.
Serious
But
plot twist.
the highest level this horse can hit will be it's in class 2, which is it's a class 2 horse, so it sets it into class 2, but at 495 out of a possible 500 in there, and it can go no higher than 500. So you're basically at its maximum value right now, almost. So yeah, this is something you're definitely going to want to run.
What could we sell this horse on the open market for?
Well, the open market's not too kind right now, so I think you can make a lot more racing it.
Okay, there we go.
Right,
That's what I like to hear.
Let's go racing.
All right, Bowser, can you announce the next race?
Okay, yeah. So the next race is the Legendary Family Classic. These are, like I said, these are all Foxheart's descendants. Got a couple different mares in there. Leopard Shepherd, the one that Swing Your Sword's mother, and then Crouching Dragon, You Would Think, and Texas Tycoon. These are the.
Is Foxheart related to Braveheart?
I wish. Yeah. I'm a big Mel Gibson guy, so you know.
You get some digital Braveheart seed. That would make a good horse.
Yeah, that's definitely a good horse. Like, anything that's not British.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, let's go.
But seriously, they wouldn't let me snorkel.
Let Kramer snorkel. All right, we are loading up the race. This is just so fun.
So this is a 6-horse gate, too.
Oh.
So
what you call it? Hold on. A gape?
A gate.
Oh.
Ryan, get your
Come on, dude. Get your mind out of the gutter,
I was
dude.
at the pool all day.
Yeah, with a snorkeling mask,
All
you
right,
pervert.
so we got the Blue Nun, Jimmy James, Heart Attack Man.
Wow.
Yeah, as you see, these
Bobo
are all
on the
high
corner.
win percentages. These are all
Instant Death.
Oh, that's your stable. I recognize that.
Yeah.
Unite.
Unite's one of my newer ones. It's pretty
Which
good.
one is our horse?
None of them. These are all siblings from
Okay.
my.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
So
this is just a
the
Bowser
family
Showcase
classic
stable.
This is. I wanted to see these 6 siblings go head to head. So here
the
we
Family
go.
Classic is you naming it because
They're
okay.
all related. Yeah.
All right, I love it.
All right. So which
Which
sibling
horse
do you like
do we
the
want to
most?
win, Bowser?
You know, I really want to see Heart Attack Man do it. I'm a big fan of his. He's gone on crazy variance runs where it's like he's either first or dead last.
I'm going for Instant Death.
Give me
Purple horse running pretty hard.
I'm going. Sorry, long shot. Unite.
Unite
go,
is a
Death.
very, very. Unite
Let's
might be the
go,
best
Death.
horse out of there. Him or Jimmy James, but I don't know. Heart Attack Man has like the crazy high variance, so it's fun watching him. Like he's either going to win first and a lot of money, or finish dead last in an embarrassing
Well,
fashion.
and it looks like he's off to a pretty good start. Heart
which means
Attack
he's
Man.
probably going to finish dead last.
Are these jellyfish I'm seeing in the water?
Let's see, Bobo on the corner, Jimmy James, Blue Nun, all getting the flames in this one, which makes sense because they all have the highest levels.
Now, Bobo in the corner seems to have some like glowing about them on the horse. Bobo on the corner.
Yeah,
Why are they outlined?
I
Is
might
that
have
just
clicked
the horse?
on it.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So
So why? All right. So this is. Are these jellyfish or is this a sea dragon?
I don't know what that means.
Brian's talking about the background. If you're not watching live,
Oh no, I care about what matters. That's
the Blue Nun is
the Blue
making
Nun
a run
making a run here.
on the outside.
Sean, which horse are you on?
I was on
Instant Death?
Instant Death.
I'm on Unite.
which is gonna come in last.
You know, Unite and I could see Heart Attack Man pulling this out from the rear here. I really wouldn't be surprised there. This is his kind of race where he eyes the competition in front of him and he closes in on it. And you know, like
Oh, so I just picked another winner, guys. Is that what you're saying? I'm 3-0.
Ryan's
wait,
on a
maybe-
nice Zed Run
no,
Township
no, it's
swing.
too early.
no, here we go.
It's too early.
We're coming down the wire here.
Photo
Is Bobo on the
finish.
corner gonna edge him? Heart Attack Man making a push, but no.
Sean picked the last place horse.
I did 6 horses.
All
I
right.
got 6.
Throw it up. 3-0. Oh, barely.
And it looks like Heart Attack Man did get a third there. You know, wow, that impressive. But all right, bunched around the same time.
Instant Death was 6th place.
Well,
Bowser, why are you naming a horse Instant Death? That's bad mojo.
it's a
gonna
Beastie
get its
Boys
ass
song.
kicked.
I just
Oh,
name it
you're
after
right,
Beastie
it is.
Boys songs now.
All right,
Until I
so
run out of songs, then I'm going on to the Dead or the Stones. I'm not sure yet.
Sean, just checking in with the chat.
Yes.
David wants to know. He just tuned in. What the fuck is going on?
David, we're racing digital horses. We've become horse racing experts.
We're
in
also
the digital
waving
world.
to our fans. There we go. Looking beautiful in the studio, waving. That really paid me no attention. That was cold. That was cold.
They blew you off pretty hard.
That was
All
cold.
right, Bowser, we got, what do we got? 2 races left?
2 races left. Should we wait for the final 2,400 meter for the head-to-heads? Should we
Yes.
save that for the main event?
Yeah.
Okay, so next one will be the Wild Card Classic. It's a 1,600 meter race. Now, this is a fun one. I looked at your guys' stable.
Yep.
And I've picked the 4 horses that looked like they had the highest variance. So
Love it.
they're either going to go on one end of the spectrum or the other. I picked 4 of my horses that have really high variance. And then the other 4 horses are all from coworkers and friends of coworkers I have that all won them at an event here for the
hell
Triple
yeah.
Crown. And so these are all like winners of like weird events like this.
So we got a
variance.
12-horse race. Kramer and I have 4 horses. You got 4 horses.
Yeah.
And Randos have 4 horses.
All right, let's go.
All right, I love this. Let's go, baby.
And so, yeah, this is the wild card one. All these like are a bunch of messy bitches, man. They're going to end up like we could see an
perfect for
insane
Vegas,
speed
right?
time here, or we can see some slow speed
Well,
time here.
Ryan, quick sidebar. You have to share the conversation. Well, remind us to come back to the conversation you overheard in the elevator over at Circa. We haven't talked about that on air.
It doesn't take that long. You want to get it out of the way?
Sure.
Well, a guy and a girl walk in. They'd clearly been fighting. We were going down back to the casino, almost like the girl didn't see me in the room. Goes, I didn't mean to suck that dick. I'm in the back of this elevator. It's just the 3 of us.
They will get penetrated.
I am doing everything. You can tell the dude like tensed up. He clearly was pissed that this. A, she said this out loud, and B, she said this in front of another human being.
I'm guessing they went to puppetry of the penis.
So you can see, if you're watching over at youtube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast, Blind Squirrel, Rat Dog. Those are a couple
Boulevard,
of
my
those.
buddy Damon, that's his. Hedging Shots, that's his buddy Marcos. Hazy, that's my friend Tina. Shout out to all of them for letting me use their horses in this little event. I think it's lovely. And also, what's the other one?
So our horses are Blind Squirrel, Rat Dog, Gunner, and First Half Unders.
Yep.
Those are our 4.
You know who I'm going for.
I think Gunner might be really
Blind
good, you guys.
Squirrel is our new
First half
baby.
unders. It's a lifestyle. First half unders.
So yeah, we got a
First
full
half
field
unders,
here. Look
First Half Unders did get off to an early good start and then crashed.
Now, here's an interesting thing. My Bling Gone for a Horse is Motown Philly Earthquake's mom. And then Motown Philly Earthquake and Sunset Boulevard produced Hollywood Crime Scene. So they're all, I got a lot of incestuous stuff going on.
And what is this special edition wrapping paper horse here? Boyle Boulevard.
Oh, yeah, that's my buddy Damon. Now, what's the... I can't think of... my friend Jared has a horse in this.
None of our horses are doing good right now,
Pro
Ryan.
in the Dark is Jared's, yeah. So
Rat Dog's hanging around. He's in 4th.
I'm really surprised My Bling Gone for a Horse got flames in this, considering that's a Class 5 horse, and there's some Class 3s and Class 4s in here. And so that's really, really interesting to me.
Making a push, though.
Let's
this is
go.
really neck and neck right now.
Yeah, this is going to come down to the wire.
Rat Dog pulling away here in 2nd, hedging shots right now.
Watch
in
out
1st.
for Gunnar coming out from the 12th
From the
hole.
12th spot. Oh, look at that black horse. Gunnar.
Yeah.
We bought that one. We didn't name it. I have no idea what that name means. But that Gunnar is making a run here.
Hedging shots.
Look at those thighs on Gunnar.
Hedging shots. Marco's horse. Wow, this
Hedging
guy.
shots is pulling
He
away.
won Marcos like $1,000 worth of prizes at the Belmont event.
Not
And
done yet.
250 meters
Oh, here we
left.
go.
Not
Everyone's
done yet.
closing.
Everyone's
Hedging
closing to
shots.
this is where the variance kicks in, guys. This is the fun stuff. Motown Philly Earthquake making a run.
Who's this?
Blind Squirrel out of nowhere. Blind Squirrel. Come on. Blind Squirrel. Oh,
Blind Squirrel with the win.
Are you kidding me? That's our baby.
Blind Squirrel, a fox heart.
Oh, look at this close. Oh, wow.
That was shout out to Boz, who co-hosts the Premier League Gambling Podcast for us. He was the one who gave us Blind Squirrel. Blind Squirrel finds a nut, baby.
18 thousandths of a second.
Oh my God.
18 thousandths of a second.
That is as close as it gets. Now, Blind Squirrel, another fox heart
Need a
descendant.
sig.
I told Sean last week, I'm like, hey, your first half unders might be a good match with my fox heart. and that produced Blind Squirrel. And I think you got a nice variance machine there.
Sean, is this what it feels like to be Bob Baffert? Let's go get kicked out of Churchill Downs, and we can really have the full Bob Baffert experience.
This has just been a great night for us, Ryan, as stable owners. It's been and thanks to Bowser for putting this together. And
I'm over here getting my ass kicked, and I still love it.
Yeah.
Wait, so how? Just let's workshop something here. How hard would it be to put together a slate of races like this, say on a weekly basis? And
it wouldn't be too hard at all now that I have the
and then we
hookup.
have some proper horsemen, let's say like Malcolm Bamford, call the play-by-play. SGPN night at the races.
Yeah. We need to get a guy with an accent like Malcolm. It'll
Malcolm,
really help.
yeah,
It'll help.
Malcolm's in.
It'll help us make. It'll help us sound classy.
Maybe it's just the host of the Premier League Gambling Podcast do little horses for us.
I do like when David in the YouTube chat asked what the fuck is going on. Bruni responded, "The future." Yeah, this is.
A lot of people put this as cruelty-free horse racing, which I think is a nice way of saying it.
I like that. Yeah, no horses injured in this race.
Now, Bowser, obviously, we're able to make money because you're entering your horses. But is there I know they're dabbling with allowing people to bet on the races. Where are we at with that?
There's some third-party people allowing that right now, but with my partnership, or the way that the people have been nice to me, I don't want to
okay. So
ruffle any feathers on that.
Zed is not officially partnered up.
Yeah, they're not officially partnered up with anybody.
But again, having your own horse you're getting action in it because you're
explain
you're
the process of entering a race, maybe, because it would feel a little bit like playing a contest.
It's very much like a DFS contest where there's a lobby and there's all kinds of different formats. And so, like in these top sixes, the top six or six horse gates, what you'll see is either a winner take all, a top two get paid, or they split the pot, or a 50-50.
All right.
And then in the 12 horse races, you have the traditional top three where it's a 60-25-15 split.
What's the rake?
There's no rake right now, but they're going to be introducing that. They had it for a while, and they're going to be bringing it back soon. But in the 12 horse races, you can also do winner take all 12 horses. So if you have a high variance horse, there's some plus EV in that.
So you got your GPPs, you got your where you want to play your high variance horses, you got your 50-50s, maybe you play your less variance horses.
Your higher stability, yeah.
All right. I'm hearing a lot of the same. Is there double stacking or any sort of additional correlation we need to be a bit aware of?
Not quite yet, but I'll say this. You can enter as many in the race in paid races as winning spots are. So if there's
you could run all your horses.
You could run 3 horses and a 6-horse double up because 3 of them get paid.
Love it. All right, let's close it out with the final matchup between.
Now, I figure it's like a Triple Crown. The Belmont's the longest of the Triple Crown, so we're going with the Marathon for this one. This is the one I think my horse has an edge, but I think mine just might suck compared to yours. You guys got a 495. That's a damn good horse.
Our horse is hung like Brooks Koepka.
So, like I said, with the way this works is in this breeding 3.0 is like it's kind of a dice roll on that base ability. Well, guess what? I think your horse has a higher base ability than both its parents. So
let's go.
I think we may have made the Michael Vick of horses.
Now, I mean, Swing Your Sword is just it's electric. And then shout out to our little guy, Blind Squirrel, coming in the 12-horse racing.
I got an update on Blind Squirrel. Blind Squirrel tested in at Class 4 at level 271, which is very solid because they're doing it in bands now, so you can have like 01 to 25. There's races you can do there, 25 to 50. So he's in the top of that 50 to 75 bracket. So there's some money to be made with that horse.
Yeah, I think we, Sean, on the to-dos, hire someone to make us money with horse racing.
Now,
I'm just kidding. We
first half unders, Blind Squirrel's mom is a 90 on variance, which is insane. But the dad, Foxheart, 76. So I'm guessing that variance is in the high 80s, which is amazing.
Let's go. All right, here we go. One more time. Swing Your Sword.
2,400 meters.
Hold it now. Hit it. 2,400 meters for all the marbles here.
We are here at Sydney, Australia, everybody. Yes.
This is like
they're in the starting post.
This is like Family Feud.
And they're off.
Man of War versus Seabiscuit.
2,400 meters out.
War
and
Admiral,
closing.
excuse me.
Real neck and neck to start out.
Holding out, hit it, coming through. She's giving it her all. I got to give her, she's got some moxie here. I think she's just grotesquely outclassed in this one. And so,
thank you, Bowser.
Well, she's holding her own, and she's pulling away here a little bit early.
Oh, I'm seeing the
Still
stats
1,800
down here,
meters
Sean.
left.
Now, what I would like to do is I have a very similar horse profile. I have a couple, or a very similar horse to Swing Your Sword and Jimmy James. I would like to see those two go head to head.
So you're saying that if we run Swing Your Sword, she's going to win a lot of races.
This is such a small sample size, and I don't know quite how to. These head-to-heads are pretty new. I don't quite know how to break them down for this. I'm getting good at identifying good double-up horses and then the high variance horses that get you in the higher paid brackets. With the new recently, I found one of my horses that was like a 4 or 5% winner.
Here comes Swing Your Sword, Ryan. Here comes Swing Your Sword.
We're
about 1,200 meters in,
About
halfway through.
Yeah.
And it's just been back and forth. Swing Your Sword starting to nose ahead.
She's toying with them.
Now, from what I've understand, talking to some of the guys that have worked on the development of the game and stuff, is that what we're watching actually has nothing to do with what's going on. It's just the visual representation is just to make it the most exciting version of it possible.
Swing Your Sword, almost a full digital horse length ahead right now. And here she goes. Here she goes. She put on the NOS tank and she flipped the switch.
Hopefully we're not Paul Walker and Vin Diesel's about to run our ass down. Take our
I'll
car.
see you again. Swing Your Sword.
You don't want to be Paul Walker for a lot of reasons.
Well, rest in peace, please. But definitely not in the movie.
Wow.
Hold on. Relax,
out.
Sean. Relax.
There's no way this horse blows
Relax,
the
Sean.
There's no way this horse blows it. Swing Your Sword.
You ever heard of a mush?
Yeah, 300 meters.
Let's go swing.
Hold it now. Hit it. Closing fast. 200 meters. She's closing fast, Ryan.
Nickname is Sis. S-Y-S.
Lower that head. Lower that head. Lower that head.
Get him. Oh.
Swing Your Sword with another victory. Let's go. Ryan, well, great racing about.
Great racing, guys. This is a lot of fun.
Do you talk shit in this horse racing too?
I mean, yeah, it's. I do a lot of racing, so I can take the wins and I can take the losses.
We have to hold it together.
Hold it right over.
Right over my head.
All right, but seriously, Bowser, you're taking the trophy home. I don't want to fly back with that.
All right.
That will look great on the set of.
You know what I'll do is I'm gonna add a little part here, and I'll start engraving the winners of these.
That's awesome.
And so we'll put Swing Your Sword right there as
just
the
stack
first
another
champion.
level for next year.
Yeah, it'll be like the Stanley Cup, dude. They'll just keep getting
drink
bigger,
out of it.
dude. Yeah,
Let's go drink out.
we'll take it to strip clubs.
I don't want to drink out.
Take it to the strip club. Oh, what do you got? You guys celebrating a major championship? Oh yeah.
Oh, big time.
Oh yeah.
You
sweetie.
guys have seen though, a couple of times it's happened where people just bought a trophy and went around town celebrating to get in places.
Dude, that's a
Fake
great
trophy.
idea. That's a really good idea.
All right, man, what a time. That was a lot of fun. Shout out to everyone walking by. What's up, guys? Completely confused as to what's happening. Again, big shout out to the Blue Wire Studios for having us, the tech crew, nailing it. Again, getting all these races
And
up. Not
honestly,
easy.
can we just give a big thank you to Harry and Facundo and all the Zed Run guys that helped make us be able
Shout
to
out
do this?
To Zed Run. Hit us up. We're always down to work with you guys. It's a cool product. It's a ton of fun.
Zed Run races weekly. SGPN.
Yeah.
I mean,
guys,
we've already figured it out.
For people out there interested in getting in some good action this week, I think it's Tuesday because this stuff starts on UTC time. So I think it's Tuesday for us. We're gonna have a maiden tournament. So if you have horses that have not run yet, you want to breed some, you want to buy some, they're available. I think I have a couple available. But anyway, there's a $50,000 prize pool split between. It's completely free to do. Split between three. The three distance funnels, what we saw here today, the sprint,
so 1,200, 1,800, and 2,400.
Yeah. And I don't know which actual distances we'll be running for the tournament on this, but you can run the whatever in each of the three funnels, out of the And then, each class has its own separate prize pool. So class 1 competes against class 1, all right. It's a lot of fun, man.
You can win a ton of cash. Make sure you follow Bowser on Twitter at Scott_Bowser. Check out the Zed Run Gambling Podcast. I know we'll be doing more. Hop in the Discord. If you like doing Zed Run stuff, hit us up. We're always down to do a bunch more.
Thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
Yeah, shouldn't have sucked that dick.
Kramer, let it ride. Please, someone clip that.